Somebody say something. How bad is it?
It isn't any one thing, it's the accumulation. The ship just wasn't up to fighting a battle like that.
A big chunk of the life support is still down, too.
Well, you can't repair it, right?
With what? Even if you knew how, we don't have the spare parts. I mean, I'm talking about things that are broken and burnt out that I don't even know what they do.
Now, if life support was our only problem, we might be able to figure something out.
But there are dozens of systems on the brink of failure. Weapons, shields,
Well, they're operating.
and at mission-critical levels. We are down to one last everything. There's practically no redundancy.
Practically no redundancy.
Wasn't funny the first 3 times?
I'm very tired.
Okay, we know what the problems are. What are the solutions?
Well, what I think we're trying to say...
We make do as best we can and carry on with the mission.
That doesn't sound like that's what they were trying to say.
Well, you're talking like we have a choice here.
Actually,
Eli, please.
Gin and I figured out how to dial the 9th chevron back to Earth while Destiny recharges in a star.
Without blowing up the ship, you mean?
Yeah.
No.
Here we go.
Look, Eli's solution, however brilliant, fails to consider the 1,000 things that could go wrong when attempting to open a wormhole in a star.
I can show you the simulation.
More to the point, it could cause the same kind of overload that happened on Icarus.
Well, who cares if we're not even gonna be here?
Well, I do, Lieutenant, along with anyone else who cares to remain aboard this ship.
Rush, come on, man. Nobody in their right mind would stay.
You said you understood how important this mission was.
I did.
So what's changed?
Nicholas, you know what's changed.
Look, I was all aboard with this, you know that. But if the ship can't fly, there is no mission. It's not like we're just giving up here.
Well, that's exactly what we're doing.
Well, fortunately for the people on this ship, the decision is not yours to make.
Well, thankfully, it's not your bloody decision either.
Rush.
We can get through this. They are just being defeatist.
My first responsibility is the safety of these people. I'm sorry.
All right.
Oh, well,
Stand aside,
Hey.
Sergeant.
I can't do that. Colonel's orders.
Since when?
Just now.
Did he say why?
I didn't ask.
Okay, could you tell me where else I've been banned from? Save me wasting my time.
Pretty much any place that you can push buttons. And I've got people where all the buttons are.
Destiny's course is taking us toward a star roughly 18 hours ahead, we assume, to recharge. We should be ready.
Oh, we've been ready for a long time.
I'm ready now. I just got here. I can only imagine what it's like for you.
Hey, we've been expecting you.
It seems you can predict my every move.
We're gonna have to make sure you didn't lock us out of the dialing programs.
Thought never crossed my mind. I see the elders have gathered.
You should know Eli is using the stones right now to run his calculations by the best people on Earth.
They'll tell him what I told them. The work is brilliant, but what works on paper does not necessarily work within a star.
Well, Eli said that he's taken that into consideration.
Eli is not an astrophysicist. Inside a star, there are magnetic fields, enormous pressures, solar flares, conditions that make events unpredictable by any mathematics. Now, will Eli's connection to Earth work? Possibly. But what happens the moment that wormhole's been established is anybody's guess. We could blow a hole in the fabric of space-time.
He's out of his freaking mind, you know that.
So, what are you asking us to do?
Let me talk to the crew. At least some of them understand how important it is to remain on this ship.
Nobody is going to agree to that.
You say you've no choice but to leave. I've no choice but to stay.
We're gonna brief everyone in the gate room the minute we come out of FTL. You can address them then.
It would carry far more weight if you were standing alongside me.
I can do that.
Thank you.
You're not serious.
Oh, I think he is.
We've run the simulation a dozen times. It works.
So the gamer came up with power flow algorithm.
Eli, yeah.
I gotta say, you know, when we tried to solve this back on Earth, there were a lot of smart people in that room.
Yeah, well, don't tell him I said this, but he's arguably the smartest person I've ever met. You all right?
I'm fine. I'm back.
What do they say?
The math works, so we're on. Who was the smartest person you were just talking about?
Einstein?
Einstein.
Yeah, he was pretty smart.
But don't ever tell him you said that.
All right, come on, let's go tell the colonel the news.
Hey, TJ, can you give us a minute?
Yeah.
Can you keep this ship flying?
Yeah, with help.
Then I need to know an absolute minimum number of personnel you need to do it.
Well, as many as possible, obviously.
I need a number.
I'll say a dozen.
Plus you and me?
No, including us.
So 10.
Yeah, look, I've written down most of what I intend to say. If you've got anything you might want to add.
Everett, is Rush in the gate room with you?
Yeah, what is it?
I need both of you on the bridge.
Well, I don't have time for this just now.
David, we're just gonna talk to the crew. Can you wait?
Negative. Get up here. Trust me.
No, we have time.
Yeah. Time they might need to decide.
Keep everyone here. We'll be right back.
Sure.
What is it?
It was in orbit around the star. Destiny picked it up when it turned towards us, and then we got the radio broadcast.
From who?
You.
I don't understand.
Neither do we. Wait for it.
Wait for what?
Repeat, this is Dr. Nicholas Rush calling the Destiny. I'm aboard the shuttle, headed your way. Please respond.
Well, isn't this an interesting turn of events?
What is this?
Well, I wouldn't know, Colonel. How about you tell me?
Well, it's not a recording, if that's what you're thinking. It's a subspace broadcast, and beyond the fact that it sounds exactly like Rush, I can tell that that's our shuttle. And it's on an intercept course. Even though, according to this, shuttle is still docked with Destiny.
Again, this is Dr. Rush. I need assistance with the docking procedure. I know you can hear me.
Have we responded yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, best not to keep me waiting. Hello, this is also Dr. Nicholas Rush. How can we be of assistance?
Tell them not to try and dial it out. It won't work. If they go through with it, they're all gonna die.
This is Colonel Young. Dr. Rush is sitting right next to me.
Yes, obviously we've just spoken. The only reasonable explanation is that somehow I've come back through time.
Reasonable explanation.
I couldn't be sure until I seen you dropping out of FTL.
Which happened roughly 12 hours ago in my timeline.
And we're supposed to just take your word for this?
Shortly after we dropped out of FTL, Colonel, you asked me for a number. I told you 10 plus 2. That's well calculated, Mr. Volker, but I think you're missing the point here.
Is that true? Did you just have that conversation?
Yeah. Yeah, we did.